Welcome, fabulous friends. Tonight we are gathered here on the Colorado Jobs with Justice Facebook page for a one-of-a-kind event. Epic presents Building Pride Through Indigenous Drag Extravaganza. Get ready to witness the fierce combination of drag, equity, and the power of the labor movement. So I'm your host for the evening, and we have an epic lineup of sensational drag performers ready to serve you looks, slay the stage, and help raise essential funds for equitable possibilities in construction, or EPIC. But before we dive into this fabulous extravaganza, let's take a moment to acknowledge the land that we are on.
Mike Nunania Trini Birch Foster. I am here to do the land acknowledgement for this event, and I am honored to be here to do that for y'all. So it is important to recognize and acknowledge and respect those who came before us, those who resided on this land before the expansion of the Western world. I would like to formally recognize that the land that we operate was unjustly taken from Indigenous tribal nations we refer to today as the Nuchu, the Ute, Cheyenne, and Arapaho, along with various other tribes who utilize this land in conjunction with each other. The land that you now call Denver was and still is the homelands of those Indigenous people who loved and nourished land long before colonization and reservations. Just last year, Governor Polis revoked a 157-year-old proclamation encouraging the killing of Indians here in Colorado. I would like to acknowledge that all tribal nations were subjected to genocidal atrocities by the way of massacres, natural resource theft, food system manipulations, sacred site desecrations, child theft, and forced assimilation via the U.S. government boarding school systems, including the legacy of Fort Lewis College in Durango, Colorado, and Grand Junction Indian Boarding School. Acknowledging that Indigenous people have suffered from injustice and broken treaties which have left us with broken promises, bad health conditions, limited resources and land, high rates of alcoholism, substance, and suicide. By acknowledging this and making a commitment to make changes from individual to community to state to national levels, it is very important for the future of Indigenous people's existence. Despite these truths, Indigenous people are still here, thriving, and should be recognized as invaluable members of the community. In solidarity, I would like to extend this mention to include Indigenous Latinx populations who are also still persecuted in this country today. I'd like to challenge visitors, locals, young and old, to remember each day that the land you ride your bikes, enjoy snow, hike, build your businesses, homes, go to school, create family on, Indigenous people have nourished and protected and prioritized that still. And I would like to encourage you all to look up which Indigenous people, no matter where you are, have occupied that land before colonization. It's imperative to note that the practice of declaring and land acknowledgement doesn't stand alone. It's an exercise to elevate real histories that have systematically been ignored, hidden, and generally left out of our education systems. This practice should be in tandem with trauma-informed activation around reparations, inclusion, and justice equity initiatives. The Way Act. Thank you.
Thank you, Trini, for that very important acknowledgement. Now let's learn more about Colorado Jobs for Justice. So Colorado Jobs for Justice fights for workers' rights and economic justice because we believe in the essential role of the labor movement. It serves as a powerful force for advocating for fair wages, safe working conditions, and equal opportunities. By supporting our work as a monthly sustainer, you contribute to strengthening the labor movement and ensuring a more equitable society for all. So by donating to EPIC during this event, you are directly contributing to the recruitment, retention, and development of women and non-binary folks in the construction trades. Together, we will build a workforce that reflects our community's true diversity and strength. So EPIC, which stands for Equitable Possibilities in Construction, the purpose is to we want to recruit more women and non-binary people into the construction trades. That's recruit and retain, and make sure that they have a healthy environment to work in. So we're providing support for the people already in the trades, and then also bringing in more of the women and the non-binary people so they can start their career in the construction trades as well. What motivates me is being a tradesperson myself. I'm a welder. What motivates me is knowing that I'm able to help provide some of the support that I didn't have when I was also in the trades. Being able to provide that support, and then eventually seeing more of our people involved with the unions and getting the work done.
Folks in the construction trades.
So I've already mentioned it, but it's definitely the retention, making sure that our people get in to these jobs and are treated fairly, and making sure that they are kept on the jobs and trained the way they need to, so that they have the tools to continue exceeding in the trade industry. So EPIC is a program developed for you and for anybody else that wants to be involved with the trade programs and start making the steps to create, you know, a lifelong path for you and your family members, your kids. Also, you know, I have to take the time to give a shout out to Jobs with Justice, who is very passionate about the EPIC program. Also our Women's National Task Force that has been a good support. National Jobs with Justice, they have been so supportive. And then also the Women's Bureau, because you said that you guys were going to watch this. I'm waiting for you guys. And then also, you know, the trades that we are currently working with now, IUPAT, LIUNA, some of our EPIC ambassadors are coming from the Carpenters 555, the Pipe Fitters 206, and from the Sheet Metal Local 9. Point to that would be making sure that there's representation. Seeing more women on the site is gonna, you know, eventually bring in more women. Seeing more non-binary people is gonna bring in the same amount of people. So having that big representation, so that, you know, we can all succeed out here and, you know, grab up all these jobs. What should I say?
Just be like, if this is something that sparks your interest, like,
okay.
Anything that you guys are able to give is really essential to prolonging the efficacy of this program.
Okay. So we want to continue building the legacy of EPIC. So we are asking that we're able to continue doing the work. So if you could donate, so we can continue, you know, being on the ground and, you know, recruiting more people to be involved with EPIC and to get more information from Jobs with Justice, we would appreciate it.
Beautiful. Yay!
My first advice would be to contact Jobs with Justice and ask for the EPIC program, and we can, you know, work with you. But furthermore, I would say that, you know, talk to somebody that's in the trades and, you know, do your research and figure out which union works best for you. Some of them work only seasonal. Some of them, you know, start at a higher pay rate. So just having that information is going to be important in knowing which union or trade that you'll want to get into. So, my fabulous friends, let's make history tonight. Get ready to show your support and generosity. Let's laugh and have the time of our lives while making a tangible impact on individuals striving for equal opportunities. So now, without further ado, let's kick off this epic event. Get ready to be dazzled by the incredible talents of our drag performers. They will inspire us, make us laugh, and remind us the power of unity and celebration. If you enjoyed the show, consider donating to Epic by visiting our donation page. Every contribution counts. Stay tuned until the end for an exciting surprise. Now let's continue the show. All right, give it up for our amazing drag performer. Show them some love by sending them a tip via Venmo. Your support means the world to them. Remember, Epic relies on your generous donations to continue our important work. If you believe in our mission, consider donating today. consider donating to help Epic continue our fight for equity in the construction industry. Wasn't that a mesmerizing performance? Our drag performers are giving it their all tonight. So show your appreciation by sending them a tip through Venmo. So we're getting closer to the end of our Epic events, but it's not too late to make a difference. Visit the link displayed on your screen to make a donation and support Epic's vital work. So let's wrap up this epic extravaganza with one last jaw-dropping performance. Nico will take us on a construction-themed journey. If you've been inspired tonight, consider donating to Epic by visiting our donation page. Your contribution will make a lasting impact. by donating to EPIC during this event, you are directly contributing to the recruitment, retention, and development of women and non-binary folks in the construction trades. Together, we will build a workforce that reflects our community's true diversity and strength. As we come to an end of this epic event, I want to express my deepest gratitude for every one of you joining us tonight. Your support, both through your presence and donation, is what makes EPIC's mission possible. Together, we can build a future where equity and possibilities flourish in the construction industry. Don't forget to donate and be a part of this transformative change.